Before we start this podcast, there's going to be a lot of spoilers in this podcast. This is Deep Dive Podcast. I'm your host, Gamer Unton D. We are going to talk about Last of Us Season 2. So I already know Season 2 didn't came out, but I did play the game. So it's kind of talking about the game and me thinking about what's going to happen in Season 2 kind of thing. So let's get into it. So I'm going to talk about Abby's introduction. At first, okay. She was okay. I'll be honest with you guys. She's buff. Okay, yeah. I'm like, oh wait, hold up now, stop that. But bro, I just like okay when we got introduced to her, it was kind of like okay, like okay. So the weird thing it was because she killed Joe, and then I think did we get a flashback of Abby because she's the kid of the doctor of Joe because the doctor was working on Ali and then Joe shot him and then kind of thing that kind of happened. So Abby be like, I'm gonna have my revenge. I'm gonna kill Joe, and then she complete her thing, and I'm like, okay, like the only thing that I really didn't like Abby about it was kind of like okay, freaking I need to play her for like the freaking whole thing for the whole game, like maybe half. I don't know how long I'd be happy for, but I'm like, oh my god, bro, I was like really annoyed because you killed Joe, and I'm over here need to play as her. I'm really like, I'm like, why, why me? Why cannot, why can I not be Ellie for like the whole game and I'd be happy with it? I know, you know, Last of Us be like, oh, you need to play Abby for like I don't know how long, but you play Abby now, okay? Good luck. Okay, so we're gonna talk about Ali's revenge. Okay, I'll be honest, I didn't like it at all. At first, I did like it because she was like, okay, she killed everybody, and then the main person she wanted to kill, she'd be like, oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. Because she got a flashback of Joel, and I'm gonna guess it's kind of like, oh, you cannot, what's it called? It's kind of like, oh, wait, I should not do it now. I'm be like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I didn't like that at all. Because, like, at first, it's kind of like you go to, like, the main, like, just imagine if you go the ending and then you need to defeat the boss and then you didn't kill the boss at all. I'm be like, I'm gonna be mad at that. And I was pissed. And I was like, oh my gosh, like why? You killed everybody. Like I'll understand if it's like midway and then be like, oh, you know what? I'm wrong. I'm sorry that I killed like maybe like 3 or 4 people before realizing it. I'm like, okay, at least you didn't like what's it called? You be at the ending and then you're like, oh, never mind. I don't want to fight. I don't want to kill her anymore and everything. I was like, okay, I'll understand that, but I'm like, okay, because like I feel like Ali's revenge had no point, like 0 point at all. If you took that out, maybe I'll be like, okay, you know what? Good. All right. If they take that out, I think I'll be less being like, okay, maybe I be okay with it, maybe. But all right. And then I'll be honest with you guys. With the Last of Us season 2, the only thing I'm excited to see is the Rat King because I was so hyped for it. I'll be honest with you, I'm like really hyped for it. When season 2 comes out, I just want to see the Rat King and that's it. I was like, okay, it's all good. I'll, I'll be really excited to see the Rat King in season 2. I'll be like, yippee! when I see it. Okay. Okay. So my worries about season 2. Oh, yeah. My worries about season 2 is basically the people reaction to it because I remember when the game came out, people reaction was like, "Oh, the ending was terrible," or they mad at the ending. And then like I think I understand that every ending cannot be like a okay happy ending, like oh okay Abby dies, yippee. But like come on, like that ending was kind of like oh wow that's like it's sad because like Ali lost her finger basically, and then Joe died. It's just like oh wow okay that's sad. That was freaking sad. And then like honestly too, I don't know, like because like the biggest worry is just like okay the ending, and then like when Joe dies, when people see that they be like oh, and when I see it, when I see it, yeah I know like what scene. I'd be like oh no, Joe's gonna die at this scene. Come on now, why? Okay, so I'm gonna talk about this because I really want to talk about this like a long time ago when I didn't have this podcast, but I want them to do like a spin-off kind of thing because I the only thing that I want this spin-off is like okay maybe like Abby's or like her friends beginning like I'm not really curious about it but it's just like I kind of wondered all right because all of a sudden in the game you kind of like okay you pray that Abby and then she kills Joe and for me like you know you never played the character so yet you cannot feel the emotions of freaking Abby. So it's like, oh, for me, playing as Abby was like 0 point of it because like I don't have any feelings about Abby. If she dies, I like oh, okay, whatever. Shoo, goodbye. See you later. All right. So that's it for this podcast. If you guys like this podcast, hit the like button. And if you're a new person, hit the subscribe button because I will do more podcasts like this. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.